Hello, welcome to the Worldly Podcast. And the World Cup 2026 is finally here on American soil since the first time since 1994. The pressure is enormous. The expectations are enormous. And now finally, we know the 26-man squad Mauricio Pochettino has chosen. Today, we're breaking down the roster, who got left out, and most importantly, how Pochettino will actually play at the World Cup. Pochettino officially announced his 26-man squad in New York City on May 26, and honestly, most of it was expected due to the Guardian report a few days earlier. Christian Pulisic leads the attack, one of only 4 USMNT players ever to rack up 3 or more goal contributions in a World Cup. Weston McKennie and Tyler Adams are the engine in midfield. Florian Balogun, who hit 19 goals across all competitions for Monaco this season, is included. Haji Wright, 17 goals in the championship. Ricardo Pepi, 19 goals in the Eredivisie. The surprise inclusion, Gio Reyna is in, and that confused some. He's only played about 510 Bundesliga matches in minutes this season, ranking 19th among Americans playing in Europe's top 5 leagues. But Pochettino clearly believes in his creativity and ability to do the unexpected, that X factor. It was a faith-based pick, and we'll see if it pays off. Notable omissions. Diego Luna was widely expected to make it. He didn't, which was both upsetting and confusing. Tanner Tessman of Lyon was also left out due to a muscle strain that shut him down for the rest of the season. And unfortunately, Johnny Cardoso and Patrick Adjemang are both out with injuries entirely. With a back 3 system in mind, Pochettino loaded up on defensive options. Tyler Adams is the only true holding midfielder on the roster, which tells you something about how this team is going to set up. Okay, this is the important part. How is Pochettino actually going to play? For most of his time at the USMNT, he bounced around between a 4-3-3 and a 4-2-3-1, and neither really worked. The team went on a 7-game winless streak against top 25 opponents. Something had to change. Then, in September 2025, he moved back to a back 3 for the first time, specifically a 3-4-2-1 against Japan. The result was a 2-0 win and the team's first shutout against a top 25 opponent since the World Cup. Tim Ream called it a stroke of genius. Since then, Pochettino has used a 3-4-3, and he used those in wins over Australia, Uruguay, and Paraguay to close out 2025 on a 5-game unbeaten run. But so what does this look like in practice? The back 3, usually Chris Richards in the middle, flanked by Tim Ream and Miles Robinson or Austin Trusty, gives the team a solid defensive formation and foundation, and frees the wingbacks to push high. The midfield too. Adams and McKennie, the most likely to play in the midfield, provide the engine. Adams is the destroyer, Weston McKennie's the box-to-box. Then up top, it gets exciting. Malik Tillman could be the key attacking piece. He moved to Bayer Leverkusen, which actually uses the back 3 system. So he already knows the setup inside and out. He said it himself. We want to have possession as much as possible. Tillman operates in pockets of space between the lines. Pulisic leads the press and finishes, and Balogun will be the central striker. You could also put Tim Weah in that position, and he'll do the exact same job Tillman has. The goal is a possession-based, press-heavy style. Dominate the ball, push the wingbacks high to create width, and let Pulisic and Tillman or Weah find space in behind. Group D is Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey. They've beaten Australia and Paraguay in the exact same system already, which means it's a good omen. Look, this system's probably not going to win the World Cup, but for the first time under Pochettino, there is a real tactical identity, a clear starting lineup, and the players who genuinely understand the rules. The problem lies with the strength of other teams in the tournament compared to us in the ability to deal with pressure. Our formation is not suited to playing top 25 team, but we'll end up seeing at the World Cup. We'll see what teams we play against and how they game plan against us and how we game plan against them. Pochettino could go back to the 4-2-3-1. He could go back to the 4-3-3 if they're playing a team like Brazil or Argentina, where Argentina or Brazil will look to keep the ball. The back 3 unlock this squad. The forwards are in their physical prime of their careers, and playing at home in front of American crowds, that matters. Can they make a deep run? A quarterfinal is absolutely on the table. We kick off on June 12th. Thank you.